Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Doki Leisure Club. This is the same recording, but I'm just gonna cut this part and make it a separate episode. So, you know, just because it saves on you having this for like a entire 2 hours. The recording's still going on though. This is just some kind of tracking romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing this in the first place? I think it was really good. Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you, but I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. But you feel that way too. I'm so happy we have this ending together. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get furious that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Like if you so saying something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. I was a really awful person to some people. Really mean to people. Well, sometimes, but yeah. Or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Oh, thank you. That's good advice. Those kind of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. You think you're wonderful. I think you're wonderful, and I will always love you. I hope it's nothing easy that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. You know, it's kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but getting almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, and actors. I'm an artist. I have to consider myself an artist. I'm not really good at art though. Should really do more of it though. But enough about my personal life. You don't need to know my personal life. It's a joke. Didn't tell much jokes in this episode too. It's sad because there's not much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge sort of creativity, huh? Kind of makes me feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. Hey, have you ever heard of a team, the term yandere? Yes, I have actually. It's what I consider Yuri as. It's a personal type of that means someone is so adores with you that do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might strike you to make sure you don't spend time with another one. Anyone else? I said that correctly? Totally. They might even hurt you or your friends to get in the way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as a yandere. By now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. Well, yeah, no shit. I knew fucking Yuri was a yandere. At some point, she's a yandere. She really got insane position of you once she started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave that at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into yandere types, you know. Yeah, I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy or obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge though. Almost, I might be Also, I might be a little obvious with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of an obvious action, actually. I turn out to be the only normal girl in this game. Not really, no. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. Well, that is true. You know, you can, at least you're stressed and your anxiety about it, I suppose. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try to acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for me to go or anyone for me to be jealous over. This is a yandere's girl's dream. I'd ask Yuri if I could. Oh shit, she just shit-talked Yuri. Goddamn. On Twitter, you are? My username is Linmon X3. I guess someone was kind enough to make my account for me. I'll pick the username though. I love to share my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would be really make me feel loved. Gosh, I used to be so annoyed about comparing things. Everyone is. When I was in middle school, I thought that talking maturely was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their matured problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't surface from immature illness, mental illness, it's not possible to be known that is really like. Are there some disabled that are over this nerd? Probably. I never really looked into it though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undeceased too, you know. The medical side people even look down to seeing a mental health patient. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kind of sessions in the streets, and professionals sign their life to help with them. With these. I can't speak, sorry. I can't. If you think it could help you become better, to be a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know. Well, I said that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. I really like the sound of the rain. Yeah, the rain sounds nice. I don't know what conversation I'm having with her. It's fucking weird. Man, not so much getting my clothing and hair wet though. But it's nice, a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rain falling outside my window. It's one of the most calming expressions for me. Yeah. Sometimes I imagine you holding me while you listen to the sound of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me, Kenji? I don't know. Probably not. You know, I really do think you really saved my life by being here with me, Kenji. Oh, that's nice. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing is here is real. I think it would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to adore everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way to kill yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you would write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. Probably do something to keep me insane. I kind of get what you're trying to get. But even you have nobody to even read it. To be honest, the club members really don't count for something I like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right person to share it with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was adored to make you a part of her hobby too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That is true. We desire to have social reaction and all that. Just people talking about us and all that. Talking to them. Yeah, we're social, I suppose. We crave people, I suppose. I guess. I'm saying suppose a lot. That's why life can be so confusing for interactions. Being an introverted doesn't mean you sub-social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction escapes in the group an unfamiliar place use up a lot of energy. Like a lot of introverts sit at home and feel alone and restless. And then when they finally go out after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think it's more people could understand how it works. They would respect it a lot more. Maybe introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just literally hanging out. Even if they're not associating spend time together, it feels nice to have them, to have you there. I'm serious. I guess I don't know if I would consider myself an introvert. I have a couple close friends. I talk to people. I'm not really good at social interactions, but I don't know. If you just go to their house and bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can do anything you need me to do. Can there be a nude scene? Yeah, can there be a nude scene? Can you make that happen? I understand people really well, so I don't be afraid to share your internet needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? Not really. Life just happens. I don't know. It's really deep. I don't mean it like a sad way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It's true. It's true, man. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an unimaginable frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are those changes that I'll be the one to invite for a degree or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the held of I spend living my life. That's why I think the key of happiness is to just hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only become there grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life talking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize that the world wouldn't benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole perspective or strategy. It's not like they have their reasons to live on track themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life as starting to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass the point, then I'm a net positive, and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think it would be me to be selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? You know, I've always hated how now how hard it is to make friends. Well, yeah, it's hard to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are okay dating apps and stuff like that, but that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you're thinking about it, the most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Yeah. Like you had a class together, or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with a favorite band on it, and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of indifference? If it feels like you're just picking a couple random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we talk by every single day, you could be still right next to someone completely fair enough to be your best friend for life. But you never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, your operation is gone forever. Isn't that just despairing? Yeah. We live in an age where technology contacts us with the world, no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advances of that to impress our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for someone like that to successfully take off. I'm serious thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world. Even if it was my chance, but was by chance. Yeah, I guess I just got really lucky, huh? Kenji, how much do you read? It's way too easy to nursery reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all of the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get sped up away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleepy, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and conveying. Before you know it, you might be pretty advanced reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I guess. And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds pretty super amazing. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? I kinda do YouTube, so I guess. Social media can particularly be like a prison. Like fucking Facebook. Man, talking about Facebook, like, it's not that I hate Facebook, it's just, it annoys me sometimes. Like, Jesus Christ. Enough about my personal life. Personal things. It's like, whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite website. And before you know it hours have gone by, and you've gotten nothing out of it. Like, would YouTube count as that? I guess. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn a tech to learn to advance it, to avoid it, and try different ways. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for interrupts of time. Or you can set a timer to have a lot more recording my memory, reminders of when it's time to work on visual play. Or you can spare your work and play entertainment, which helps your brain get into the right mood. Even if you make a new username account on your computer to make for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of weightage like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Kenji. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Yes, please. Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh geez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's nothing for me to miss things, that weren't even real in the first place. People get attached to the characters though, so I don't know. I kind of don't agree with you with that part, but okay. If you just forced on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. We did something really funny once. Really, what was it? We were all in the club room, just relaxing that, and I didn't read the line, I'm sorry. And out of nowhere, Fury just pulled out a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would everybody like some wine? Natsuki laughed out loud and Siri started yelling at her. Actually, I felt kind of bad because she was the latest, at least trying to be nice. I think it's just made her feel even more reserved in the club room. Though I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. Well, yeah, it actually could have been kind of fun. But you know, being present and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside of school. But we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh. What am I talking about this? I don't condone underage drinking. I mean, I never drank or anything, so I'm not really a fan of cold weather. Are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb. And if you are wearing gloves, you can't use your phone. So it's so uncomfortable. But when it's too hot, it's not like that's hard to stay cold with a cold drink or to stay in the shade. Anywho, do you have to admit one thing? Cold weather makes for a better cuddling weather. You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a real trying time for education. We're at the highest of this modern expression that everyone has to go to college, you know. It's true. Everyone does not have to go to college. You don't have to go to college. I'm not even going to college or any school. I'm not sure. Some school, maybe one school, like an art school, but finishing high school, go to college and get a job, or go to grad school, and I guess it's like a universal expression that people just assume it's the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options that there are out there. Like trade school and stuff, you know. Yes, exactly. Or freelance work. Or maybe introduction that value skill. Sorry. Skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure out they go to college for business or commission or advisory, not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for a higher level degree, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which force them more people to go to college. And college gets also busy, so they just keep raising their prices due to the demand. So now we have all these young adults, $10,000s in debt with no job. But despite all of that, the ruin stays the same. I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. Yeah, it's true. I just wish. Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Literature Club. Well, yeah, you're in the game itself. That was a joke. Nice one. But if you tell me you like some other romantic games better, I might get a little jealous. You know, high school is really troubling time in a lot of people's lives. Yes. People can get really passionate and drama. And others have any hearts and seek attention on social media. But all social pressure and hunters can lead to a dark time in people's life. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Maybe people who are depressed won't ever bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention because they're already given up on the inside. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them of otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. That's one of them. Just if you think you know someone suggestionally with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spending time with them even if they don't feel like doing much. And you remind them that there always has someone to look forward to. Making plans to advance, leading them browse something, or even just saying, see you at school tomorrow. All of those things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sora has given you some practice on the true face of depression. Yeah, I knew she was gonna bring that up. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sora was never real in the first place. You're real. I'm your friend. Are real. And just being a good person can save someone's life. That's true. As for you, you don't suggest with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you have because you two have people who would want to save your life. Maybe that doesn't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're in here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's multiple writing tips for today. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I can never do that. It's really depressing, you know. As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of expressing our passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everyone, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Yes. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks, you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. I can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, and then you just realize it sucks. But the tend happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always gonna be out of your reach, you know. The truth is you're having to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach the milestone, first you look back and see how far you gone. And then you look around and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set a bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you're jumping right into a huge project and you're still admired, you're never gonna get done. So if you're talking about writing a novel, might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can force on just one thing that you want to do about. That's going to be small project is general. You can really force on the one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. That's true. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on the stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes natural. Our society, our art, everything it's built on thousands of years human information. So as long as you start on a foundation and take it step by step, you too can be amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Genji, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? Kind of. What happens after death and all that, yeah. It's something I used to think about pretty often. But recently I think I'm actually learning what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like it's put into sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with hinted dreaming patterns. I see sensational and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noise. Okay, that's weird. At the point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I just endless humming by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or anything, even think. I'm pretty sure it's that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it all anyway. After some insurmountable amount of time, it stopped in an instant, and I am back to my own mind. And you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit or what stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in a screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. It'll make me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. This is pretty random, but anyway, thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plant evolve to be spicy to prove them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are only spices that actually enjoy spicy things. And almost like we're making fun of plants, using their defensive mechanisms to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like imagining a monster that devoids the whole world because it enjoys the ascension of Satan for a little life while being scared. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came out into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute. I could eat you up. I'm joking. Jeez. I'm I'm to myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. Hey, you know the book you were reading with Yuri? Yes, I know that book. I don't know. Whatever it was called. It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be telling you about this. I'm sorry. Just forget I said anything. Hey, have you heard a game called Super Say... Wait, what? I was spacing out and started talking for some reason. Was I programmed to talk about that? Because even if I have no idea what that is. Sometimes I feel like I'm not in control and it's kind of scary. But if you have some way to contact the people who created me, maybe they'll know why I started to say that. Are you back? Had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's causing me any harm. Besides, men scream. I'll be fine as no long, as long as my file name, my character file stays intact. Where is her damn character file? Um, delete. Well, something's happening. Okay. What's happening? Kenji, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Oh, I'm so sorry. Help me, Kenji. Please hurry up and help me. Help me. I just deleted her. Did you do this to me, Kenji? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sent everything for you to be together. Everything. I love you so much, Kenji. I trusted you. Do you just want to torment me? Watch me suffer. We're the only Christmas to be just to hurt me more. Oh, I'm sorry. Never thought anyone could be so harsh horrible to me. You win, okay? You win. You killed me, everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torment. Kenji, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. Da-da-da. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me so much? I'm sorry, all my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you want to be part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Da-da-da. I made up my mind. Kenji, I know I said that I would delete everyone else, but that was kind of an I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real. They're still my friends, and I love them all. And I love the Leisure Club. Da-da-da. I really did love the Leisure Club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know this is the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, da-da-da. Then game log. The girls are back. Alright. I think I kind of messed up. I should have changed her name instead of deleting her. I deleted her instead of... What's this new game? It's an ordinary school day like another. As usual, I'm surprised by couples and friends group walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. Hi, Kenji. Sora's back. Well, there already is one. That girl is Sora, my neighbor and my friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up the hobby once again. Kenji, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. You know, I've been doing this for a while now. But you never even said anything about it. Even though it was a school, walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was impel. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good to mention. Fine. Fine, I'm proud of you, Sore. We cross the street together and make our way to school. And we draw near the street, speaking with the other students, make their daily. Oh, by the way, Kenji, have you decided on the club to join yet? The club? Club? I told you already, I'm not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sir would take more often to that now. After all, how could I tell her the club are a waste of time when she started a club of her very own? So I deleted Moku. Now, actually, yeah, I think I decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get latched by such a carefree girl. But I start to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sora puts her mind to something, she can do great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Okay. So I deleted her, and I get this ending. Okay. I get this, okay. The school day is an ordinary as ever. And takes over before I knew it. After I pick up my things, I start up grin my emotion. Let's see. I recalled the room number of the club from a phone I saw. I walk across school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being in general used by third-year classes and activities. Before long I found the room. A tiny open the door in front of me. Hello. Kenji, what are you doing here? Well, I glare around the room. So you're the Kenji that Sora always talks about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Kenji. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Natsuki, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. Compared to the other girls' names, Natsuki despite her size, seems like a avid one. Well, it's nice to meet you both. I'll look forward to working with you. Working? Kenji, don't tell me you're... That's right. You joined the club, baby. The club I've decided to join is yours, Surrey. Literature club. Surrey's eyes lighten up. No way. No way. Surrey wraps her arms around me, jumping up and back. Hey. Well, if Surrey is happy, then I'm sure it won't be that so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. So that means we can become an official recovering club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What our appreciation day for that, isn't it? Yay. All we need, after all, Nasi decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Whoa! This is like a normal game. Holy shit. I'm actually gonna end it here because I have like a shit ton of things to actually edit, because I didn't know how to like end the game and all that. I ended it basically by deleting her. I kind of sort of regret. I should have like changed the name maybe, but no, this is fine too. So basically I get more story just about these girls are back. That's interesting. I wonder if Moko is gonna be like pissed or whatever, but I don't know what she feels. She loves me, so she decided to bring him back and all that. Does she not exist anymore? And is this a different game? It's very interesting how this turn of events happened, but yeah, I'm actually gonna end the game. No, end the episode here, not the game, but I hope you enjoyed this, and as I said, I had to like edit a shit ton of shit. So or at least try to at least. I'm not really good at editing at this point currently, but I hope you're not like you guys are feeling like sucky that I spent like all fucking morning and all that, and someone in the afternoon doing this series because I didn't know what to do. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna try to do 2 videos of this because I have one I could do and then one I have to like edit and all that. So, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, apparently, I'm guessing that Sure is the president. I don't know who's the vice president though, but I will see you in the next video I create, and I hope you guys enjoy the 2 episodes I will post, and later I will post 2 episodes, so don't worry. And I'll bring back Nekaparm tomorrow. I'll do Nekaparm tomorrow, so don't worry about that series too. I'll do that tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and